This week we're going to highlight the latest crop condition updates for beans as well as the crop maturity. We're going to take a look at short-term weather forecast as harvest gets underway. We're going to wrap things up with a cautionary note about a slow pace to the start of the U.S. soybean export program. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the last half of September here and harvest has begun. Let's take a look at the updated USDA crop condition ratings for beans. Now we're looking here at additional deterioration in the good to excellent ratings for nationwide bean condition, down from 56% last week to 55% this week. Notice last year at this time we were at 58%. Most of the deterioration occurred in the wings of the Corn Belt, if you will, the far western areas, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, as well as the eastern areas of Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and parts of the southeast down in North Carolina. Stability in crop condition ratings was seen across the heart of the Corn Belt, and a little bit of improvement was actually seen in North Dakota. Let's take a look at our aggregate soybean crop condition index. Notice it's now at a season low here as we move into the last half of September. It's dipped below where it was 3 years ago in 2019. Let's shift gears now and look at crop maturity for beans. Soybeans dropping leaves here as of September 18th was at 42% nationally. That's a bit behind the 5-year average, and noticeably it's noticeably behind where it was last year at about 55%. So we're probably going to get a little bit of a slower start, at least in the early stages of harvest here. Over the next 2 weeks, however, soybeans dropping leaves typically increase about 32%. So weather permitting, we are going to see soybean harvest increase rapidly here moving into October. Speaking of weather, let's take a look at the short-term weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're starting out here looking at our past 30 days precip total, a proxy for subsoil moisture, if you will. Western belt, more dryness. As we move further east and southeast, it has been a little bit more moist in those areas. Now let's focus on the next 7 days. Next 7 days, in the far western areas, maybe some moisture will move in, and maybe in that delta area, the southern part of the Corn Belt, some moisture. But overall, dry areas are depicted by Illinois, eastern Iowa, those areas, not much rainfall there. Let's quantify the next 2 weeks. Over the next 14 days as a percent of average, very little rainfall, north to south here across the Corn Belt. So again, it looks like as this crop matures here, as we move into the last few days of September, early October, we will see harvest of beans accelerate. Let's now shift gears and look at the trends in demand. We've talked about supply on beans. Now this is very important. Demand for beans has been strong from the standpoint of sales, but now we want to shift gears and focus on the actual liftings of beans. What this chart shows is year-to-date U.S. soybean exports. Again, how many beans have actually left port and are headed to their destination. This year it's off to a very slow start, fractionally above last year. But look at some of those previous years, 18, 19, and 20, well above, considerably above where we are this year. Now here's a yellow flag to think about. With the change in Argentina's currency specifications the last couple weeks, Argentine producers are aggressively selling their beans, and now we're seeing some overseas buyers, including China, purchase beans from Argentina. The key question, will that unexpected competition from Argentina limit our September to November U.S. soybean exports? The thing to keep in mind here as harvest gets underway. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November soybean futures. Let's start out looking at trends in November 22 soybean futures. Now we're looking here at November 22 bean futures trading near $14.80 a bushel. That's about $4.80 above the 10-year or 5-year average of near $10 a bushel. We can't emphasize strongly enough as harvest gets underway here how important it is to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to defend your balance sheet. I'll add in here that the final slides looking at November of 2023 soybean futures near $13.90 a bushel. It's not too early to think about 2023 futures, particularly since it's 5+ months before the crop insurance projected price is set. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.